Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo's Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Clara Calvo bringing you your weekly renewal. Ayurvedic medicine, or Ayurveda for short, is one of the oldest holistic systems of medicine in the world. It was developed 3,000 years ago in India and is based on the mind, body, spirit, or energy balance. Thus, it is a holistic healing approach. Ayurveda translates from Sanskrit to English as the knowledge or the science of life. Ayur, knowledge or science, and Veda, life. And although it focuses primarily on balance and promoting good health rather than fighting disease or symptoms, the practice is both preventative and curative. And a main tenet of Ayurveda is that we're all part of this natural world, are made up of 5 basic elements, which are space, air, fire, water, and earth. And these elements form 3 main energies or humors that are called doshas. Together, tridosha. And our goal, balance. However, we all have a predominant dosha, right? So there's vata, which is space, air, pitta, which is primarily fire, water, and kapha, primarily water and earth. In order to attain or regain balance, lifestyle and diet modifications are imperative. These doshas are believed to be responsible for a person's physiological, mental, and emotional state, and their overall health. The belief is that when something disrupts our natural flow and our harmony, imbalance occurs. And among many things that can disrupt this balance are injuries, climate and seasonal change, our age even, emotions, and even genetic or birth defects. So rather than trying to change the results or fight symptoms, the goal is to attain balance and harmony by making necessary lifestyle and diet changes, hence restoring balance. And although I am not an Ayurvedic practitioner, I am not an Ayurvedic medicine practitioner, I have worked with a few in the past, and one of them is a really good friend of mine. And I was so intrigued a while back when I had my own health opportunity, so I decided to just study it on my own. So I had self-study extensively and applied the practice to myself. And over the last year and a half, I was going through intermittent. Every so often I would notice I would have rash or hives or skin irritation, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it took me a while to identify this. All my labs came back clear, and I was told everything possibly from environmental allergies to sand fleas to pests from my pets. And I didn't disregard anything. I understand anything and everything is possible. However, in the end, it came down to me just wanting to get to the root of the issue and find out what was really going on, rather than just applying a cream, which of course is effective, or taking some sort of allergy medicine, of course, which is effective. I also knew that those were temporary ways to soothe whatever the symptoms were. And so by getting to the root of the issue, I wanted to have more permanent effects in ridding myself, and also just wanting to understand overall what was going on. And so I came also to this idea a while ago that what shows up on the outside, the skin is our largest organ, is usually indicative of what might be going on inside. And so not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, right? So if you are dealing with any kind of inflammatory or imbalance issues, or anything really, I really think it's worth looking into Ayurveda. It was great to have a medical practitioner for me, energy workers, functional medicine practitioners, and an Ayurvedic practitioner all arrive at similar conclusions. Although there was different points of focus, causation, and solutions, in the end, it was all pretty much about this inner heat, this inner fire, right? And I like to get to the root of an issue, and prescribed histamine pills, while I'm sure very effective, I felt, or skin creams would only get to the surface of my issue. I wanted to get down to the root. And, for some, that's completely fine. Everyone is different, and we go about bringing balance and healing to our bodies and minds in different ways. And so after seeking professional care and whether it's from my medical primary doctor, from the energy workers, from the functional medicine doctors, my Ayurvedic friends out in the States. It was wonderful to arrive finally at something that was comprehensive. And for me, I've always been primarily Pitta, which is fire dosha. Everything from I love spicy foods. My workouts are really intense and high energy. I'm always in the sun. I love the sun. My my mental, emotional constitution, I'm kind of hot-tempered, and so there's different traits, whether it's just physical, mental, emotional, and they all play a part in our makeup, our constitution. And over the past year or two, I think all of us can agree that it has been just kind of stressful times, more than normal, right? And so all of that has been exacerbated. And so this really enforced the importance of balance and the importance of listening to our bodies, to really paying attention to what it is asking for, looking for the signs, the signals, and paying attention to them. Because if we don't, they get louder and louder, stronger and stronger, and much more difficult to resolve. So I wish you well, I wish you health, and I will see you next time on your Weekly Renewal.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo's Select Care.